So, welcome to the South African Academy Online Racing. Yeah, so welcome to the South African Academy Online Racing. Well, it is China up for grabs this evening. Let me tell you, this track is in Shanghai, and let me tell you, 16 turns, 2 DRS zones, and they can get down that straight at about 250 kilometers an hour. Well known for the speed on this track this evening. So we're just lining up the boys, getting them ready to go for the first track of season 8 here on the eSports channel here at the South African Academy Online Racing. We just like to thank you all for joining us. Hopefully you enjoy the racing. We'll give you a little bit more information about the drivers, what's happening, and it's good to have you with us this evening. So if you like what you're seeing, put up a like there. Also, give us a comment. I'm sure during the race we'll be able to just get back to you and comment on how things are going as well. And yeah, you're welcome. And as we start this evening's racing, we're just loading in the guys already. And let's see how it goes. I will introduce the drivers to you and obviously give you a little bit more information about what's going on this evening. So, a full grid lineup this evening, 22 drivers. This is the South African Academy Online Racing. We are so excited to get this on the roll. Let me tell you, lots of prep, lots of practice from these gentlemen. It's a non-assist league. That means there are no assists in this racing format. Obviously, the guys have been preparing quite nicely. This is the 8th season. From about season, I would say season 3, we started with the no assists, and now we are ready at an incredible 8 seasons of racing. Each season consists of 10 races. We started off the format with actually all the races and followed the calendar year. We've sort of broken that down now into following a very different channel, but obviously having the similar formats of what is known now as the eSports series, and we also basically follow similar contacts as well as obviously what they do in that particular format. So just to give you a little bit of an understanding, yes, it is a no assist 50%. There is a qualifying session which is approximately 18 minutes long. The guys get the opportunity to obviously go out there and demonstrate their skill. There's full setups for these motor vehicles just to give you an understanding of where we are and what's going down. And obviously they have that opportunity to get in there and get stuck into the Grand Prix racing. Here, one of the Haas members going out, and it is Weza SA. A very formidable Twitch driver, should I say, Switch, what the heck. And obviously what he does is he obviously shows his skills and racing through the channel that he's got running there. So a big shout out for him. He's obviously got a particular partner up on running, and it's Zardi44. No guesses who he supports in the Formula One with that number 44, but he is racing in the Haas this evening. So there are two individuals per team, and obviously from there you'll be able to see what's going on, and obviously I will give you as much data as possible to keep you in alignment with who is where and who's facing what. As you can see, that seating up there on the side there as we're going down this sector in the Ferrari, and it's Vino for real, Durban gentleman driving the Ferrari. He sent me a message a little bit early on this afternoon. Very excited to be driving for Ferrari this season. So I wish him all the best of luck, Vino for real. Make sure you do a good one, and obviously represent Ferrari in a big way. So as you can see, we're in China at the moment, and giving it, as you can see, they're all at the moment as they go out. I will be putting up certain information on the hub that you can see, and obviously give you this type of view as well. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome to the South African Academy Online Racing. This is the F1, and I can tell you now a lot of leagues are running currently, and I just want to give a big shout out to Midweek Racing, which obviously has their leagues happening as well during the week, actually Tuesday nights, and that is an assist league, and they're actually fully chock-a-block at the moment. No spaces available in 2 tiers, so that's over 40 people racing in that sector. You can see obviously somebody's already gone off there, unfortunately crashing out, but I'm pretty eager to see what's actually going to be happening on this full grid this evening. Very excited to see the number of drivers that are racing this season. Sadly, some of our champions from last season, our champion is not joining us, nor Raider, so we're very sad to see that, but obviously he's decided to take a little bit of a break from the F1 scene, and we hope to see him back. But nevertheless to say, we do have some really great new drivers coming into this league, and we're hoping to showcase their skills, and that's going to be one that we're going to be showing you as we come round. Now listen, Vino for real, a 133.032. Is that going to stand at the moment? And there's Connor Young just coming back there. He's also just put on a fantastic time of 132.032. So guys, this is going to be really competitive racing from these individuals, and I'm sure we're going to be looking out to see who is going to be this season champion. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, why don't you do so, and hit that notification button, and you'll be notified every time we run this Grand Prix season. And it is running on a Monday round about 8 o'clock, and as I said, 50% of the race, and you'll be able to watch some great action with some really excellent drivers on the Formula One scene. Also, I just want to give a shout out to TNB. TNB are driving on Fridays. They do 100% of the F1, and obviously that is great for they do have an assist leagues. I think at the moment they're driving with the multiplayer cars, and a nice initiative from that group, obviously making individuals design their own skins for their cars, and or liveries, if you want to call them that, and that's obviously quite a great incentive that they've obviously put up for this season for them. Also, a big shout out to my friends, and that is the guys from SAAOLR. Always good to have you guys supporting us, and thank you for doing so. Also, there's a new group that I've seen just recently, but I think they are PC based. There's also Race Space. There's also Quite a few other guys, and I think what I need to do is just have a look at the list that I'm not gonna get the names incorrect, but obviously I want to just do a shout out to these guys as well. um, oh, mustn't forget the guys from Gran Turismo South Africa. They also do a great job on online racing as well. And then also to the guys that are doing other things. There are like the Dirt Rally South Africa, or should I call it Dirt 2.0 Rally South Africa. The guys are getting involved there. We've also started up a dirt rally scene, so you can see that on Sunday nights as well. I will be putting that. Race Face South Africa Racing Leagues. I just want to do a big shout out to those guys as well, doing a fantastic job as well for racing, online racing in South Africa. So that's it, guys. All of them having the shout out in that first sector. We got 9 minutes of qualification going down. We're just probably 9.5 minutes left. We've obviously got Connor Young putting on a 1:34. We're actually on board with him at the moment, just having a look at his time and how he's doing. So great to see that. Some guys haven't got out of the pits at the moment. Some guys not even doing a lap. And that's obviously a little bit of concern, but we'll see how they take it out in the race. So some guys already starting at the back of the grid now. Nesmax still in the pits. Boinky's just gone out now. Boinky's 91. He's on an outer lap at the moment. Maybe let's have a look where he is, because really we want to see where they're going to be ending up. And let me just pop down to where he is. Yes, he is racing with not Kimmy 7. That's his teammate for this season. So we'll have a look and see how well he's going to be doing. And here we go. Let me just have a look at... He's on the outer lap. Let me just have a look. Oops. Let's just get this back up and running for us, so that we can see where he's going to be ending up, because he's on that... Well, he was on an outer lap. He obviously, it was an invalid lap, so we'll have a look and see what's actually taking place there. So let's just push back and see. We're in the Reynolds at the moment. Back with the Ferrari. So on with Vina for real. He did a 1:33.038. Duskster 14. He's come back in that Reynolds and really doing something very nicely there. Obviously looking down, we've got Deaky P. Deaky P 620. He's also a new driver to the league, and he's sitting in a pretty nice position, third on the grid currently. Can they do a better times than that? I'll be very interested to see. But Connor Young, nicely done there from his side. Duskster 14 has ridden here at the South African Academy before and done quite nicely in the races that he has raced. And then you can see there DKP 620, he's put on a 132 as well. Vino for real 133. Let's see if we can come back as we sit on board with him now. A little bit of over braking there, but let's see if we can just push his way up. Can he do it at this point in time? Nope, he doesn't do it. So he remains in fourth position at this particular point in time. So we are looking at 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes left of this particular session in order to see what's actually taking place at the moment. So as I said, let's put on some telematics as well as some track information at the moment. I'm going to put out the full track for you, as well as let's look at some of the data that you're able to see who we are looking at, and obviously define where they are, and also what sort of tire fitment is taking place, as I showed you right in the intro now. Quite an interesting little section, because this track has 16 turns, 2 DRS zones, and let me tell you something, going down that straight towards the back end of this Shanghai track, they can get speeds up to over 250 miles an hour. As you can see on the speedometer at the moment, there is kilometers an hour, but I can tell you now it can get extremely quick with these drivers going at it at full pace. So yeah, we're very, very interested to see actually what they're able to do here this evening at the Shanghai Grand Prix. On board with Jose at the moment, and Jose also has a new partner in crime in his team, and that's Raptor 13V. So that's all Foss. So Jose and Foss obviously teaming up this season for the Mercedes-Benz team as he goes into the pit area down there. What I will do is, here's a newcomer right here with us, and they are in the Toro Rosso. He's going to be having to do a little bit of thing or two with the Toro Rossos because they have dominated the South African Academy Online Racing tournaments. Most of the drivers that have been sitting in the Toro Rosso seats have actually won these Grand Prix. So a big one we'll be looking at. I think lots of pressure. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but also that is the case. And then somebody we haven't seen for a while, but it's great to see him back, and that's number 69. That is Skidonks, SR Skidonks. Obviously, we are very proud to have him back racing with the South African Academy Online. Great to see him back and putting some time in his calendar to come and race with us. Always good to see him. A very established and well-centered driver. Looks to keep the pace going, and also when he gets his head down, he can be a very reputable driver. Obviously, lots of new faces, guys. Here's a new guy racing with us for the very first time, but it'd be grateful to have him with us, and we obviously are pretty keen to see what he's going to be putting forward when it comes to racing, and that's number 84. So I will be getting to learn all the drivers' names, as well as obviously I haven't met them in person, but after a while we get to know the characters and who they are and what they are able to do. So Tina Hen is hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've been pulled over the coals a number of times for not getting the pronunciations or the enunciations correct, but hopefully that's how you say that. I'm sure I will be corrected in the comments below, but anyway, nevertheless to say, Springbok Gamer is now racing in the, wow, this is quite an unusual one, because he's been nominated to race for McLaren. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how he's going to be doing it. He's teaming up with a new gentleman. Oh, he's crashed out. So that's why we don't see him there. And that's MC. I think it's MC. I think it is MC, because the last time I got into trouble, Alonso. That's it. I actually, I'm just trying to think. There, his name is down the bottom there. I can see it there. So obviously, yep, he's in position number 19. Crashed out on the first lap. So hopefully that is not going to be the carry-on of his career with us on the South African Academy Online Racing. And I'm sure he's going to be proving me wrong when it comes to things like that. So there we go. Normally driving in the 21, and he has got it on 21. He's on the super softs at the moment, is Springbok Gamer, but you can see he's already gone off the track. So I'm sure he's going to be wanting to make a good impression. It's probably the surface, because we are running the simulation surface, just to obviously give it more realism for these drivers. But I'm sure they're going to be doing fine this evening. And also, let's have a look at the times. I mean, I have seen some of these times are very competitive when it comes to the standard that's being put in on the world standard. And there we go. Not Kimi 7 just put on a 1 minute 31.750. Great driving from him. So he's come in 11 seconds left. I'm looking for Nesmax. Nesmax put on a lap with mediums at the moment, a 133. So he's going to start off round about midsection. And I can tell you now, some really awesome driving from our new individuals. But nice to see that not Kimi really doing a great job there, putting up the 131. He did exceptionally well in Season 7, as well as Nesmax also doing very well. And some steady driving from Jose as well. So we're going to be watching what's going to go on there as well. Boinky's also very sturdy driver. Also nice to see that Blixenp is back. That's in position number 18 at the moment. All the guys, I'm sure, from GT Motorsport will be supporting him. Because he is racing in the F1 cars as well. So very nice to see him back at the South African Academy Online Racing, driving in the top professional season. And that's what it's here all about. So we end the session now, and I can tell you now what a great start to the event. Always good to see the guys racing like crazy and getting themselves into position. Obviously not Kimi 7. He's taken pole position for this evening on the softs, and I'm sure he's going to be wanting to make his stamp clear this season that he's one of the drivers that you should be watching when it comes to the South African Academy Online Racing. Let's not forget, there are obviously the Carter boys, and I'm going to say Scott, because his brother also, Carl, is racing with us. And I'm just wondering where he is this evening, but obviously he's not joined us. So Scott has joined us. He is in the Alfa Romeo, and we'll be watching what's going on there this evening as we see them coming through, just finishing off the sector. And we'll be starting, and this race will be starting in a couple of minutes time. So we've got just basically under 45 seconds remaining from this quali session. And as I said, great to have you on board this evening with us. Yeah, thanks for being the first time spectator, Ben. Always great to have new people come and see us, and great to have you on board with us. Just to give you a confirmation of the Chinese Grand Prix short quali session, let me tell you, not Kimi making it, absolute stamping there of 1 minute 31 seconds. Obviously, Dinky P is in second position there. And I tell you what, now it seems as though at the end there it was a great quali session as we move into the main event this evening. So it looks as though the weather conditions seem to be quite fantastic. Doesn't seem to be any sign of rain, and I can tell you now, a lot of people are going to be happy that are racing this evening to hear that anyway, because You know, when the rain gets into this game, it can create havoc on the track. So the question is, what's going to happen now? Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. There is a formation lap that's going to take place, which is obviously just giving the drivers some understanding of where they are and who's around them and what their surroundings are looking like. And then we go into a pull up to the grid. They sit in there, wait for a couple of seconds. The red lights go on, 5 lights go on. Once the 5 lights are out, then it is time for racing. We're just waiting for the guys to come in at the moment. I'll take you out there. 28 laps of racing taking place. I'm just taking you down the grid so you can see where they are. And I can tell you now, there's going to be some excellent driving this evening. I can just feel it around who's in this track, where they are. And as you can see, a barrage of cars coming through. It's absolutely going to be fantastic. And 20 drivers ready to go. And as you can see, that long straight that I was talking about, that will be coming up very soon, where they can, that's in sector 3, as you can see it down on the map there. Sector 3 on the track map, which they're not there quite yet, but I'll show you now. And there it's up to over 250 kilometers an hour. They will be screaming down this track, and obviously looking lots of place for overtaking. And obviously each sector contains, there are 2 DRS zones as mentioned before, 16 turns, and I think it's actually about 5.2 kilometers if I'm not mistaken of racetrack. So it is obviously exciting for these guys to watch and get themselves down onto the track and see what is available on this track this evening. So yeah, lots of shouts out, as I mentioned, to the guys that are watching the stream. Always great to have you on board. Thank you very much, and thanks for the kind words as well. Always great to see you guys. I see Frankie, you're in. Thanks very much. Shout out. Thank you. I appreciate that, my good man. Always good to have you. Toki, amazing. Thank you very much for your shout out as well. And really great to see you guys supporting online racing in South Africa as they come up to the start of the Chinese Grand Prix. Now they'll be putting themselves into position, getting themselves fired up. Obviously there can be delay in the game, so if you do see a delayed reaction from the start, don't be concerned. They obviously don't experience as we do, but you will be able to see them racing out there. So the lights, as you can see in the distance, the lights are coming on. There's 3, 4, 5, and once those lights go off, you will see they will start heading down towards the first turn here in the Japanese Grand Prix. And they're away at the moment, as you can see on the inside. There's a bit of turning. The Ferrari's trying to get through. That is Vino for real trying to get through. He's got to watch himself. As you can see now, not Kimi up there, Connor has moved into second position. Vino for real came through on the Ferrari side, making sure that he's actually made space for himself to get in there and tuck himself into that position at the moment. So you can see Carter Boy 55 in 4th position at the moment, Nesmax in 6th, as we see them coming down now this incredible straight, and then obviously taking that right hander, and then obviously going all the way around, and they will be coming into a left hander at the moment. So there is evenly spacing, and ladies and gentlemen, what a great race it is being portrayed here. As you can see, Nesmax in the Red Bull representing, he's got his driver, long time driver here at the South African Academy Online Racing, which is the Judge Man. I call him the Judge Man, but it's the Judge 013. So his teammate obviously joining us back at the moment. You can see some of the guys shifting up at the moment as they are quite tight. Number 84 obviously coming through quite nicely and controlling that. As you can see, some of the racing coming down now. that long straight which I mentioned. Obviously there is a DRS zone, and you can see the guys, it's not active at the moment, but it will be active in the next 2 laps, and then we're going to be seeing, so there you can see some tight racing. Going a little bit wide is that Haas at the moment, just trying to avoid the individual that's in the Ferrari at the moment. He's got to look at up, but there seems to be some action going out. Somebody off the track at the moment. I can see that it looks like it's Zadi. He might be in the pits at the moment. I don't know if he's out, retired from session. Oh my goodness gracious, I don't know what happened there. But obviously we may see this. The virtual safety car is now out at the moment. We were looking to have some really flyaways there. I don't know quite what happened there, but it looks like Alonso out of this race at the moment, and that's not good news. As you can see, the virtual car out, so they'll be watching themselves. Connor in second, as you can see, hot on the tail of not Kimi 7 at the moment. This is lap number 2 of this 28 lap race. So yes, it is a long track, but obviously some distance to be going at the moment. Nor Raider, hey, great to see you there. Always good to have you back, and I've just mentioned about you, my good man. We need obviously the guys getting up there. We're sad to see you not racing, but I understand. I spoke to obviously Springbok game, and he told me you wanted to take a break, which is fully understood. We hope to see you back with us racing again, Lord Raider. It would be great, but understand this time round you're taking a bit of a break from F1. Okay, so let's just go back there. As you can see, we're in number 3. It looks as though the virtual is gone. The virtual safety car. We are watching the guys now pushing their way through. As you can see, really keeping themselves in that position. The Ferrari of Vino for real. He's just passed Connor Young at the moment. So Connor, I don't know if he was caught with his pants down, but obviously Vino really taking advantage of that situation and getting himself just in front. I don't know if there was a mistake made there, but obviously an interesting one from Connor Young being now behind. Nesmax has moved up a position. Obviously we've had 2 retirees at the moment. Azadi 44, unfortunately, and then as I said, this season I'll be calling him Alonso 2XWC. He's basically out of this race, unfortunately. I can see that Carter Boy 55 Scott is also not doing too well at the moment. He's out at the moment, so hopefully there is some changes taking place. But as we are on board with Nesmax, let's see where he can put himself. And you can see here that DRS was put on, so he's coming down in that Aston Martin. I'm sure he's going to be looking at himself and making sure he's in that attacking position. He'll be looking around to see where they are and make some decision. A little bit wide is Connor there. Got to watch himself. Just going on board with this group here, you can see Connor Young and Vino for real. There is a individual called Nesmax 7 who's going to be looking to get himself into a position probably to sneak up and take those positions away from you. So be sure to be vigilant and awake when it comes to driving, because I can tell you now, Nesmax is on the hunt here this evening. Just to give an indication, here is Tina Hen. I think that's how you pronounce that. Hopefully I'm getting it right. He's coming up also pretty fast on the back end of Nesmax at the moment, looking to see where they're going to be. This gentleman's not too far. He's in the Haas this season. And I tell you what, why not? I mean, it's going to be an excellent drive for them this evening. And there's the DRS on. Maybe I should put on that telematics just to give you an indication of where they are. Let me see if I can put that telematics on there as well. There we go. There's the telematics for you. Just have a look. Thank you for all the guys that are coming through and watching this evening. I really appreciate it. And hopefully you're enjoying it as much as we are. That includes myself and the drivers. Looks as though they're having quite a bit of fun this evening on the track. So just having a look, Connor has dropped back somewhat. He's now in 9th position. And you can see at the moment Vina for real being hunted down by Nesmax at the moment. Here we're on board with Not Kimmy 7. You can see the distance that he's actually got on Vina for real as well as Nesmax. Truly showing himself to be quite superior here. But this is now a situation where Nesmax has gone past, as you see there, as well as Vina for real. So he's gone in for a pit stop at the moment. How quick is this pit stop going to be? Let's have a look. So no damage. He's gone and put on the mediums at the moment just to make sure. I think what we can do is just enable the details on the wheels, and you can see the guys have gone for the mediums now. Blixen P, he's on the super softs. He's just done 5 laps on those as well. Boinky's gone for the hard tire. Yeah, Nathan, thanks very much. One of our golfers as well as another F1 driver watching the stream at the moment, so thanks very much for that. I tell you what, he's actually quite a good golfer as well, old Nathan. And yep, I've just put on the tires for you. Sorry, I was a little bit slow on that, but hopefully you can see now on lap number 6 of the 28 laps. You can see the tires. We're on with Connor Young at the moment, and obviously you can see just in front of him at the moment is Springbok Gamer, and yeah, he's looking up there at the moment. He's in 7th position now. I haven't seen him in a McLaren before, so obviously he's got to get used to the dynamics and what's actually taking place there. But we'll be watching what's actually going down on him at the moment. So always good. Thank you. Keep those comments coming through. Always nice to see you guys and take a bit of action with you on exactly what is going on with the stream. And if you're enjoying it, let me know. Give us a thumbs up as well. Also, if I'm doing poor commentary, let me know as well. But guys, always good to see lots and lots of people online watching racing online, and that's what it's about. I mean, what an opportunity. You can see they're coming round a little bit wide is Springbok Game, and even wider behind him at the moment is Connor Young. So hopefully that's going to... But let me just tell you what's going up in the front now, because obviously Nesmax is in 1st position, and then just behind him is Tina Hen. I think that is Tina Hen. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and I'm going to say that probably about 50,000 times this evening. And then Weza SA, he's in third. Fox Limitless is in fourth position. Boinkies and Not Kimmy now in fifth, sixth. They are teammates for the season, so we'll be watching out for there. But you can see somebody has disconnected already. I'm not too sure who that is. Oh, that's not exactly what we wanted to see there. As he came around the corner, there was a problem. And I don't know if it was the car there, but we need to find out what was. Maybe I'll speak to Nesmax after the race to see what happened there as well. But he's now in third place. Obviously going up in front of him now is Weza ZA, and then leading this Grand Prix currently is Tina Hen. Into that top position, so we'll be watching very carefully to see where he is going forward. So let's go on to the Haas drive at the moment, because that's a great drive coming up. You can see he's coming up. Maybe we need to just sneak on behind him at the moment as he looks at the gentleman who's leading this Grand Prix. Is he going to be close enough for that attack on the DRS zone? This could be the question as we see him coming around. Now we've got that long straight. We're going to see that DRS button being flicked on any second now, because here is the DRS zone. There it goes on. Is he able to catch him now? And that's the question we need to find as he comes up to the 15-meter mark. Oh, what did you do? Not exactly what I was looking for, but is he going to go in the inside? Looking to go on the inside at the moment. Still, he holds the line and keeps Weza behind him. Is he gonna jump out? It's a bit of a bumpy section. Is he gonna go all the way around? Does he go all the way around now? He's got to look at it. Look at it there. Oh, that was so close. He's going to go for the inward tuck. He goes in for the inward tuck, but he's going to go on the outer side. He seems to hold it in at the moment as they get through there. Is he going to? Yes. Is he going to come through? No, unfortunately, he gives up in that sector because obviously watching that control, having a look at what's going on there. And, well, I wanted to say the individual who's running, Tina Hen, he's actually done a fantastic job of keeping that position his own now at the moment, and defending very defensively on his line, making sure that he doesn't give Weza ZA a chance of getting past him at the moment. Nesmax now 2 seconds behind. Boinkies 5 seconds behind. So there is some distance between the top runners and the guys down in 4th and 5th and 6th at the moment. Some real big numbers as you move towards the bottom there. But I'm sure the Williams drivers are sitting pretty much dead fast in 16th and 17th at the moment. And this race is all about consistency. So, you know, it is where they are at the moment, but I can tell you now, guys that have been pretty much started off on a poor season have ended quite high up in the season overall. And I can tell you what, I admire all of these drivers taking on this responsibility of driving these F1 cars and doing it in full view of the public, because these are broadcast out and the guys actually do watch them, and there are some amazing comments that we get from the public on some of the driving that is taking place. So thanks for the support, guys. Thank you for the opportunity to bring this to you guys live, but we hope that things are going to be looking up for some of these drivers at the moment. So big up to obviously Codemaster for bringing us this F1 game, and gives us an opportunity as Formula One fans just to enjoy and the thrill of motor racing. And it's always a great pleasure to use this tool to experience and have the thrill of an F1 driver. So big up to them, and always taking that into consideration. Obviously, with the times that we have at the moment, lots of trouble when it comes to Corona at the moment. So the F1 season was cancelled, and obviously Duckster obviously just having a little bit of a problem there. He's not coming through at the moment, unfortunately. He's in 12th position, and I'm sure they're going to be looking to improve on their positions in the near future. So Dexter 14, obviously down in 12th position, racing for the Renault team. Him and a new individual by the name of Dixie P. 620, so he's in there as well. Now, let's not be surprised when I tell you that Kimi 7's already coming up pretty fast on the tail of Nesmax, and I can see he's just come past at this point in time. There you go. There he goes into second position at the moment. 11 laps done by Tina Hin on those mediums at the moment. So I think Kimi 7 has got a bit of an advantage on him at the moment to hold that position. Unfortunately, it looks as though Nesmax is dropping back severely. I don't know exactly what happened there. Is he in the pits, or what happened? He obviously is in traffic at the moment, trying to get his way through there. He's obviously past Springbok Gamer now as they come through. So it could be that, yes, he's gone for the hard tires. So it was actually a pit stop that's put him down into that position. So, obviously interesting times as they go through. Just to have a look there. The yellow flag is out in Sector 2. And I'm wondering what actually could have happened there. But I haven't seen anybody go down on the list at the moment. 7th place now is Weza SA. Up into 6th place now, Vina for real. Connor into 5th. And then here we go, Fox Limitless. He's in 4th at the moment. Actually sitting quite well. 11 laps done on those mediums at the moment. Boinky's, nice strategy from him at the moment. He's in 3rd position. So Boinky's 91 sitting up there with his teammate. And I mean, it would be absolutely fantastic to see these two individuals. There we go. Tina Henna in for the tire change. Looked as though he could have had a front nose change there as well, but it was a bit fast. So he's coming out on the hards at the moment. He's already falling down that queue quite quickly. And Vino for real. So after leading this race, he's now on the hard compound. And let's see, he'll be definitely wanting to take those tires to the end. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get them warmed up, but let's have a look and see if he can just maintain those controls, get these tires warmed up. He could probably stay comfortably on this track, because that's where you got to keep it. You got to keep that car between the black, and that's what you need to do, especially when those tires are so fresh. You've got to keep it between the black. So also looking up there, you can see now teammates, not Kimi 7 and Boinky's. Nice to see them both up the top of the track at the moment. And Vina for real in the Ferrari. Connor, he is now looking to attack. As you can see, he's looking to attack Boinky's at the moment. He's gone in the inside. Is he going to go through it? Boinky's now settles down, but the DRS is Oh, there's the switch for the DRS as he's coming up on the side there. He's coming down there, 330 kilometers an hour. Pulls back, that's over 250 k's an hour. Just pulls it back in there and then sweeps through. And Connor now sweeps into second position now. As you can see now, coming through there, just behind him is those hard compound tires. 12 laps already, 13 laps already done on that, but Boinky's looking. So that momentary position where they had both drivers sitting pretty. And I must say, a nice helmet there from Connor Young. Great to see that styling. That's a styling helmet. And he's number 12. Good number, that. He is number 12, car number 12. So we'll be getting to know the numbers of the cars as well. Makes it a lot easier to know who is where as well. So Kimi still out in front at the moment, leading by approximately 8 seconds. Good domination from him in car number 28. So he's out there right in front. Here comes Connor, car number 12 now. Boinkies is in car number 91. And wow, that was excellent. As you can see now, coming through in car 98 now is Vina for real. And his new teammate, also not doing badly there, car number 84. He seems to be quite comfortable, and quite a good performance from him this evening as a new driver to the South African Academy Online Racing. And here just behind him is the Haas, and the Haas of Weza at the moment. Jose is driving for Mercedes at the moment, so I'm not too sure what's going on through his mind at the moment, but I'm sure he's going to be looking to see if he can do some changes to their car. He's coming in on those mediums after 12 laps. Can he come through? Let's have a look if there's any work that needs to be done on this car at the moment. So it's just tires. He's going for the hards at the moment. Nice stop from him. He's out quite quickly, but this does drop him back down a couple of places. As he's coming out, hopefully he controls the power in that car and gets himself into a nice position and then steadily works his way up. So that's Jose at the moment, nicely. Skadonks just coming, was that here? Oh, also hards put on by Springbok Gamer now, getting himself into that position there as well. On board with Raptor 13 and Raptor 13V, which is Foss. He's doing quite nicely. He's been on the hards for some time, 14 laps, taking control at the moment. And there we go, Skadonks. He's now just come in, made sure he's had a pit. I could see him coming up, representing Red Bull for the Toro Rossas. And he's going to be putting that Honda through its paces, I'm sure. And seems as though we have a problem. The marshals are complaining about Dexter, 3-second penalty given to him as well. So, and here is a long-time driver and a good man. It is the Judge 013. He's going to be partnering up with Nesmax this season. He's down in 15th position. I think he's been in other leagues at the moment driving, so great to see him back in the seat here at the South African Academy Online Racing. Nice to have you back, and why not? Carter Boy, I tell you what, guys, you're going to have to do something because you guys are disconnected there. Nice to see this gentleman back as well, Flixen P. He's been out missing a little while, but nice to see him back racing with us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. Great to have you back driving with us, and I'm sure you're going to be doing all that you can to get yourself up into the top 10 this season. Just going back, and it always seems that we have this problem with the guys from the Carter brothers. I don't know why. We need to have a maybe just to have a look and see how we can support them. But it looks as though they're both disconnected. Unfortunately, Emmy, he's out. Emmy Alonso, they're out, and Zardi 44, he's also out. So those guys were out, unfortunately, before their race began, and I'm sure they're both disappointed and will want to make a comeback in the next race, which will be announced before we close this broadcast this evening. As I said, 10 races going to be happening, and obviously we'll be bringing you all the action of those 10 races. So back on board with Blix and P at the moment just to see where he is. I think a wise decision to sort of pull out there for a couple of seconds just to allow obviously the race leader to go past him at the moment. And I'm sure there's going to be some time put in because it really is tough at this level. So guys, if you are enjoying the racing, thank you very much for joining us. We've done 18 laps, 10 laps to go from this race series today, and thank you for joining us. Hopefully it's been an exciting one, as it is for the guys that are out driving in the racing here on the South African Academy Online Racing. Thank you for all the support. It's always good to have you join us, and we're excited to bring you some of the best F1 action in South Africa when it comes to online racing. So yeah, some really good driving happening between these guys at the moment. Judge seems to be ghosting at the moment. And here I'm commentating without the mic being on. That's a real noob special for me. And just going through some really exciting moments and not bringing it to you. I'm actually disgraced now. As you can see, currently Kimi 7 coming up nice and quickly on the tail of Weza, but nice protecting. He goes through now. Obviously he's now going on to have to look, is he on the inside? So he is tight on the inside, but he's going to get through, and that's where we want to go, because at the moment that is where, there we go, Kimi, not Kimi 7, gets through on Wezak. Some great driving from both of them. Obviously no incidents, no cause for concern with them two driving like that, and why not? Those hards can be a bit of a challenge at the moment. So Carter Boy 45 disconnected. You can see he's a DC at the moment. It's always a little bit dangerous when those situations are like that, because if he comes back in and that car's going through him, it could actually create an accident. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but he's been DC'd at the moment. It's part of running a Formula One team here at the South African Academy Online Racing. A DC is a technical problem, and they're out of the racing at that point in time. So Springbok Gamer also, race control having a go at him. He's just received a 3-second penalty as well. You can see he's pretty much stable in 12th position at the moment. A lot of things need to happen. These guys need to get used to these cars. That's the important thing as well, because obviously driving for new teams, different setups, different scenarios, even though the cars are equal, they sound different, and they actually, in my opinion, they feel different. Yeah, so watching them come through at the moment. Let's go up to our leaders at the moment. 22 laps completed. Vino for real. Is this going to be the one where he wins his first Grand Prix here in China for Season 1? That will be surely sending down a statement to all who are in this competition. Or is it going to be not Kimi 7? Is he going to come back? And I tell you what, looking at the racing at the moment, is he going to come in the inside? The DRS is at his advantage. Is he going to come past? Vino for real now is just been overtaken by this gentleman who is not Kimi 7. Just coming in there and really making it look so good as he comes through. So just on the basis of that, let's see if we can just do some, there we go, let's see if we can just put ourselves, we can see the where we are. Obviously I'll give you quite a bit of telematics as well, but I can tell you now, it looks as though (23 laps of these 28 lap race, and there we go, doing some wonderful job there. Vino for real, 17 laps on those mediums. Does he take the scenario of changing those tires? Not, I don't think he's going to be wanting to do that, because just behind him is this gentleman here, which is Weza. So Weza is SA. Not too far behind, about 2 seconds off his pace at the moment. The strategies are coming through now. So yeah, lots of support for Nesmax this evening. He's obviously down in Sector 3 at the moment. Looking to see if he can come back from that 6th position. He had an unfortunate incident which obviously pushed him back quite severely. He's on the hard tires in that Honda at the moment. Or should I say the Aston Martin, because that's what it is. Honda is supporting them. However, it looks as though he's going to be pushing his way through there and coming up. So just moving up to Connor at the moment, just in front of Nesmax. Obviously 2 new drivers now, one in the Alfa Romeo, one in the Ferrari, and obviously going quite quickly at one another. You might be asking me why the grandstand's empty on the far side. Don't want to comment. Obviously lap number 24 of 28 laps. You can see at the moment now as he's trying to get through. Can Connor get through? He's out on the outside there as he's coming through. It looks as though the Ferrari driver Tinahin keeps himself composed and protects the line again. So as you can see now, trying to go on the outside now. Can he get himself around? Obviously pushing. He's defending beautifully now. Is he going to be able to come in on the inside? He's obviously looking if he's got the fastest traction there, but no way, Jose, is the statement from Tinahin. He's kept him at a bay, and obviously Connor Young looking to say, listen, I can get through this, and I'm going to have a go and get myself into that position. Here's Boinkies at the moment. He's looking back a little bit. Very consistent drive always from Boinkies there. Nesmax down in 6th position. And there we go. There was almost that attack taking place, but let's bring you back into the action as I take you on board with Connor Young. Let's pick up now the action as they come down to the DRS zone. Is he got enough speed and pace to take Tinahin off the pace? Yes, he's got in. He's tucked in nicely, and he goes through on that particular point now. So Connor moves up into 3rd position, just behind Weza ZA at the moment. So, and you can see that distance is around about 4 seconds. So he'll be looking to see if he can push his way up the list now and get himself into that position where they can be as close as possible between these drivers at the moment. I'm not giving up on this gent at the moment, because I can tell you now he's going to make sure that he's in position for that DRS coming up in zone number 1. So zone number 1 DRS is almost here. Oh, it looks as though Raptor went off there. Hopefully he's made it out there safely. He's going to come back. He's dropped down now into 14th position. So we'll be watching and seeing where he's going to be ending up. Coming in on the inside. So he'll be going through Carter Boy. Carter Boy disconnected, so he's not working. 3-second penalty now for Blixen P, also from race control. So nicely gearing down. Can he get up into Nesmax into 6th position, not too far behind? And I can tell you now that attack is, nothing is done until it's done. And I can tell you now, Nesmax will definitely want to get himself. He's on lap number 26 now. I'm just having a look up the top here. Somebody off the track. I didn't see what happened there, but obviously 2 guys coming through there. And wow, always good to see a full grid. Thank you very much, Bruno. Just want to say congratulations about the race the other evening. It was fantastic to watch, and I'm so sad you did. I think you did come third overall, if I'm not mistaken. But what a drive! And I was really great support that side, Bruno. It was really good to see you guys were doing so well in that racing last week. So I was very excited to see you there, as well as Charles, by the way. It was good to see Charles as well. So yeah, nice full grid as was said now. Oh, did not finish. We've got 2 did not finishes now at the moment. Just on these particular laps. Obviously, lap number 27 going through now. The paces on the track at the moment. You can see always really interesting driving coming through. But let's go back now on board with Not Kimmy 7. As he's coming down to the DRS, he doesn't need it really at the moment. Oh, that engine doesn't sound too healthy. Let me see if I can just push it back up here. There we go. Oops. Yeah, it's not giving us the best engine noise at the moment. But there you go. He's coming through now. You can hear the crowd are going absolutely ballistic because he's only got one more lap. Just one. And he takes this Grand Prix. So hopefully he keeps it all together. Mindset is good. Nice to see Weza is SA taking the ability to get up there. And can he take the battle? That's the question now to Not Kimmy. Can he come back in a big way? Oh, it looks as though Connor's just come through past him at the moment. So obviously I don't know what happened there. There might have been an incident, but I see fuel is absolutely down. He's got enough energy to get himself around this track. So here we go. You can see them. I'm on board now with them because this is going to be a battle. And probably, I don't want to take anything away from Kimmy, not Kimmy 7, but at the moment, this is where it is. This is where it's all going to happen. And you can see now, Vino has dropped back one position as well now. So this is really a fight towards the end. If I can just bring it up onto this particular area here, you can see now that Weza now is not going to want to give up. He's going to try and get past Connor Young. And does he do it in this last sector? Because now he had to be in the right place at the right time. And he's now a little bit longer than he should be. He's got to keep it under the 1.1 second. He's not going to be able to do it. His fuel is so badly done and dusted. But can he come in now and take this position? Because we know that Not Kimmy has taken the flag. He's going to take it. There we go. 3 seconds remaining. He just slowed down dramatically there. There's Connor. Now here we go into position number 4. Let's look at it. All done and dusted for these guys. As I just go, Nesmax finishes in 5th at the moment. Dinky P, nice drive from you there. Boinky's in. And there comes Jose. Nice to see you there. Fox Limitless, thank you for driving. Great drive from you. You coming in 9th position at the moment. Vino for real. I don't know what happened. He obviously had something, lost the car, but I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself. He's in 10th position. Springbok Gamer, he's out there in his traditional gold and green helmet. He's coming in now in 11th position. Skadonks, who is racing in, he's coming in 12th. And then Judge, he ends up, and Blixen P, they end up right down in 13th, 14th and 15th position. I tell you what, guys, what a race. Holy moly, is some of the comments defending so hard to come back on that hairpin. And yeah, what a drive it was for these guys. I just want to say it's been amazing to watch the racing. I won't cut it short as I did a couple of weeks ago. We'll see right through to the end. Unfortunately, Vino has left the session. We'll be just watching the presentation and the prize. And as you can see now, It is this gentleman who takes the first Grand Prix. He's got the first points for the Chinese Grand Prix. It is not Kimi, and nicely done from his side. So there we go. Up on the podium position this evening, we have the guys from Rich Energy. That's the Haas team. We've got obviously Race Point or SP Score Racing, and then obviously we have the guys from Connor, who is racing for the Alfa Romeo. So he takes season 1 race, and what a great race it was for them. Guys, it's been absolutely fantastic. Well done, boys. That's some of the comments I see coming through on the stream. Great to have you on board with us. It's been an excellent one. There is the final positions as well as the grid positions, stops, and the best times given there. And you can see Kimi doing exceptionally well. It was a nice job done by all the guys. To you guys that were watching the stream, fantastic. Thank you very much. It's always great to have you with us. Thanks for the comments. A loud shout out to all the guys that are subscribed to this channel. Thank you for doing justice to online racing in South Africa. Thank you for supporting, and we hope to take it to the next level. To all our friends out there, God bless, stay safe, and we'll see you next time on the South African Academy Online Racing. That's next week, Monday. You be there or be square. Cheers, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening.